get started. Good afternoon and welcome to the Huawei Scene Text Detection Hackathon Challenge webinar. I'm Yana Haggard from Ultrahack, and I'm pleased to be joined today by representatives from Huawei and Ultrahack. We're here to walk you through what the challenge is and what's expected of teams, along with what it takes to create a winning solution. And we'll explain the practicalities of everything leading up to the hackathon and how the hack weekend itself will look. We'll talk you through next steps. Then we'll take some time for Q&A where you can ask anything you want from any of us here. And finally, we'll share with you the prizes that you're eligible to receive if you come up with a winning solution. So without further ado, at this time, I will turn the floor over to Sully Wu, who will introduce us to Huawei.
Thanks, Jana, for introducing me. So hi, everyone. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the webinar session today. So my name is Sully Wu. I'm working at Cloud R&D Huawei Finland Research Center as Human Resources Business Partner. And before we jump into the introduction, I would like to show you guys a short videos. And let's see what we have here. Let me share my screen, and please let me know if you're seeing it now.
We live in a world of boundaries, and how we see these boundaries defines ourselves. When people couldn't even fathom gears, were capable of automatic calculations, Lovelace wrote the first program in human history. When academia saw math and logic as two separate entities, Boole united the two and transformed our whole reality into ones and zeros. Widely doubted electricity could be transmitted wirelessly and ridiculed Tesla's ambitions. He ignored their doubts and dared to push through. Planck proposed the quantum theory, most great minds in academia presumed physics would discover nothing new. Dismissed light as a way of long-haul communication. Carl persisted and eventually pioneered for a world of fiber optic transmission. Science without boundaries.
So I really hope that we got a little bit inspired by these videos with the spirit of science. I hope that always pushing your new batteries with persistent curiosity, explorations, and determination. So without further ado, I would like to introduce our companies. So we actually have a lot of business groups, including consumer, carrier, enterprise, cloud and AI, intelligent automotive solutions, and digital power. And we have already like close to 200,000 employees in all over the world, with over half of them working for R&D centers. We also operate in over 170 countries and regions, and we are number 44 on Fortune Global 500. And for Huawei in Finland, we established in 2008 with 3 people and achieved over 1 million in sales in dollars. And now by 2021, we have achieved 560 employees, including also over 350 R&D employees working in 3 offices in Helsinki and Tampere. Our technical directions include, at the moment, hardware, software, cloud services for consumer products. We believe in creating a great user experience, quality products for our consumer, and then also generating high level of trust and confidence in the services that we provide. And for cloud R&D, we focus on security and search with the technologies including NLP, natural language processing, computer vision, also automatic speech recognitions, and so on. And so I would like to say thanks to our team, Longchan, Abdenor, Salah, and also Tarek has been dedicating their time and efforts designing this hackathon challenge, and also with their support from Ultrahack team for the very well preparations and implementation so far to make this happen. So really appreciate your time and effort to make this event happen. And through this event, we hope that you will have the opportunity to showcase your skills, hack the challenge, win prize, and also have the opportunity to join our team. So yeah, that's all I get to say. So now I guess it's Longchan's turn, and let me stop sharing my screen.
Okay, thanks, Solly. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Huawei Hackathon 2021. I'm Longchan Liu from Finland Research Center. This year, we have worked to set this up as a scene text detection hackathon. And here is the list of topics I would like to share with you today. First, I would like to give a brief introduction of scene text detection. Then I would like to describe our expectation for the model output format. Next, besides the above mentioned output file, the rest of submission files will be mentioned. After that, I will talk about coding requirement and data. Finally, I will explain the evaluation criteria for this competition. Well, as an important topic in computer vision research, scene text detection is the process of detecting presence and position of text in scene images. Scene text detection plays an important role in extracting high-level semantic information from scene images. One of the biggest challenge to tackle is the real-world images captured by the users. This is because realistic scenes are diverse. The quality of input images may vary. So first, comparing to documentary characters in lines, text in the web scene maybe in different fonts, irregular shapes, multiple colors, inclined, or with an arbitrary shape. Second, the background is complex. Different scanned, well, this is different from scanned documents because background of a scene text may contain any elements such as sky, forest, lakes, or building bricks. Therefore, some text cannot be detected or recognized easily, even for human beings. Third, the expression condition is unknown. For the same scene text, different cameras can take very different images with various orientations, resolutions, contrast corrections, illuminations, and noises. All these unknown factors may make algorithm fail to detect. So apart from this, one of the typical use case in scene text detection is to detect multilingual texts in a natural environment where multiple texts can consist of characters, digits, and punctuations. Since texts can be regarded as a particular type of objects, the problem of scene or text detection is a special case of object detection. So for this year hackathon, the task for each team is to build models that detect texts in a data set of challenging text images. As an important deliverable, we expect each team to deliver the predict labels according to the required format. So given an image, given the input scene image, which may contain text of one or more languages, your model should generate a set of per word bounding boxes of all the text in the image. Word, as we know, is a single meaningful element of sentence. So typically shown with a space. So for hello world, your model should produce 2 bounding boxes. So for evaluation, we provide you 2,000 scene images. Your code should generate 2,000 predicted labels in text files. Given the example here, the image on the left contains 3 detected words. As a consequence, the corresponding text file should contain 3 lines of coordinates. Besides the mentioned predicted label files, the rest of submission files should contain training and inference code, the design document describing the model, and training data we would like to see. Concerning the coding requirements, we expect your code is written in Python. And as for data, we will provide training, validation, and test images accordingly in different stages. The training data set is composed of 4 scene images, where an image contains text of 1 or more languages. And you, of course, can use your favorite platform or environment for development. However, for final testing, you have to provide the inference code running in a notebook on Google Colab. At last, evaluation. There are 3 major criteria, namely accuracy, inference time, and the novelty of the model. Here, H-mean will be considered as major factor for ranking. Nevertheless, we really value and encourage each team to design your own models. It depends on the novelty of your model, your ranking can be improved. Okay, so that's all from my side. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Longshan. And Fran will walk us through the practicalities leading up to the webinar.
Hello again. So can you see my screen? Okay. This is a bit slow, but we just get this challenge presentation given by Huawei. Thank you so much. And now we're going to walk through the timeline. As you know, the registration period is on and you have until 5 of December to register individually and complete your submissions. Also, we encourage that you add other team members to the submission. On 5th of December at 11:59 is your deadline to submit everything. And on 7th of December, we will run a team selection. Approved teams will receive an email and a phone call and notification. Also, all the onboarding information will be sent through your emails and we will send reminders. On 8th of December, we have the Meet the Mentors, and this is a session when teams get the chance to briefly introduce their solutions, get the first impression and comments from mentors, and also start developing the solutions before the hackathon. On 10th of December, we have the big day happening until 12th that we have the hackathon and will be held online. We will get support from high quality mentors, video communication over Zoom, and text communication over the Slack. In the Meet to Mentor session, you will get on board and all the information, and you also get an email with a guide to guide you throughout the hackathon. We highly encourage you to find your dream team. So, how to find the dream team? The first step is to register through this hackathon, and you can register individually. Then you also have the chance to introduce yourself and your skills and ideas on the platform. You can check out other introductions and submissions. You can read the introductions on the participants' website page and read also through the submissions of existing teams on submissions website page. If you are interested in connecting with some team and you think your ideas can be aligned, then you can message the persons and the teams on the website to join or build a team. Option to message individuals with existing submissions as well. If you can't find a team and you have struggles to communicate with people on the platform, you can also send an email to the organizers and we'll take care of the communication and matchmaking. As you know, you have the deadline to register your team and submissions, that is on 5th of December. And the team needs to have the submission to have the chance to be accepted. The next steps, after you find your dream team, or at least you submit, we're going to have the team selection and you have the chance to work on your ideas with your team prior to the hackathon. You will have also the Meet the Mentor section then we mentioned before and the hackathon. So the hackathon event schedule, on Friday, on 10th of December, it's the first day. We will have at 4 p.m. the opening session, at 5 the checkpoint number 1. And the checkpoint number 1 is basically a place that we assess the teams and the mentoring needs, or we try to check on the progression of each team throughout the hackathon. After the checkpoint 1, you are ready to start hacking and the mentoring starts.
Fran, real quick, do you have the slide for that? We're not seeing the slide for the hackathon schedule.
Oh, you are not.
There we go. There it is. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no problem. Thanks. Okay. Yes, sorry. So keep going. At 8, we have the social booster. So you have time also to get to know the other teams and socialize like with organizers and the other team members. So a little time for networking. On the day 2, we have a morning energizing activity to make sure that everybody's awake. At 10, we have the checkpoint number 2 that again, we just want to check how teams are doing, if they have any questions or if they need any support. At 2, we're gonna have a presentation about deliverable submission briefing. So how the submissions of what you have done through the hackathon will happen in the next day. And at 7, we have the checkpoint number 3. Again, we will go through the teams and check if everything is okay, if you need any extra support or something that we can help. The final day, the day number 3, you have until 9 a.m. to submit the deliverables, sorry. At 11, we're gonna conduct the pitch streaming where you'll present your ideas and the jury will ask questions. After the pitch streaming ends, we're gonna have a couple hours break because the jury will decide who are the winners for this big hackathon. And at 5, we will meet again on Zoom and announce the winners and close. Okay. Couple advice before we start this hackathon, or to help you as well in your registration process. Start searching for team members early. So a winning team is a key to win any hackathon. The workload during a hackathon divides more evenly in a team of 3 to 5 people, and teams should be formed based on common interest in the challenge, common solution, ideas, complementary skill sets, and diversity of perspectives. Now, next steps reminder. Don't forget to sign up on the website and contact interesting people if you are alone and if you don't have a team. You can also contact the organizers, Jana and me, if you need any help to get matchmaking or to find interesting people. You have until 5th of December to submit everything. And on 7th of December, we will select the teams and we'll probably call you and send you an email saying that you've been selected and welcome to the Scene Text Detection Hackathon. And we also give you more information about what's coming next. Jana, do you want to add something?
I do, before anyone asks, we will accept people who do not work with the team if that's something that you feel strongly about, you'd like to work by yourself. So I have a feeling that we will get asked that, but we will try to match you with the team if that's something that you want, and we do encourage teamwork.
Yes, thank you so much. Now we will open the floor for questions from the participants or something that you are not sure about yet. You can also write your questions on the chat if you don't feel comfortable to talk, or you can just open the mic and talk. Sorry.
Hi, thank you for your presentation. I was just wondering when you mentioned that the training data would be available today. So when and how can we access it?
There will be a link on the web page once that data has finished uploading. So if you check the registration page again within the next few hours, or by tomorrow, if it ends up taking a while to upload, it'll be located there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Well, they might be holding back their questions about the prizes. Fortunately, you know what those are.
Exactly. So, Jana, do you want to present the prices?
Sure. So there are the usual 3,000 US dollars. Second place, 2,000 US dollars. But also a very attractive opportunity for standout participants. There are the opportunity for internships at Huawei. So there are lots of things that you're competing for if you participate in this hackathon. I think we have another question, actually.
Okay. So we have a couple questions before we finish. Yes. So I will read the question. I have a question related to deploy environment in Collab. Can we use any accelerator for the interface?
For the inference.
For the inference, sorry, for the inference.
Longchan, is that something you would want to answer, or any of the Huawei representatives?
Yeah, there are two questions. To answer the first question, our answer is acceleration by GPU is allowed, but in the final testing, we will measure all submitted programs under the same condition. Then the second question, will evaluation be weighted equally for model performance, inference, and novelty? Our opinion is that the model performance weighs approximately 50%, and then the novelty of the model deserves at least 30 to 40%. This means the team who has done more innovative models will be ranked higher. As for inference time, it can be weighted by 10 to 20%.
Good, clear answer. Thank you. Any other questions from anyone in the chat? Looks like maybe not. So Fran, I sort of hijacked your closing statements, but if we have answered all questions at this time, I want to thank you all for being here. Definitely everyone from Huawei, as well as anybody who would like to compete in the hackathon, and we will see you and your solution at the hackathon.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful week ahead.
We look forward to see you guys.
Mm-hmm.